Hey, my name is Peter. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be talking about glaucoma. Some of you may know it, some of you don't, but I'm going to give a brief description on what glaucoma is. Glaucoma is pretty much where the eye pressure in your eyes get elevated. And when it gets elevated, you start to feel this pain sensation around it and your eyes start to bulge. And that is when you know your pressure is elevated. Sometimes you'll go to the doctor and they'll prescribe you medications like eye drops, a pill, and if it's very elevated, you will have to get very invasive surgeries to do a tube in your eye or just get laser surgery. For me personally, I have steroid-induced glaucoma, but there are also common other glaucoma such as open-angle glaucoma and closed-angle glaucoma. If you're wondering what is steroid-induced glaucoma, is where you take long-term use of steroids. There's an eye drop called prednisolone where you use it to fight inflammation in your eyes to just reduce swelling. And there is also another steroid medication called prednisone. That's the one I use. I have kidney failure or kidney transplant, and I've been using that for a long time now. That's what caused my glaucoma in my eyes. So more in depth about my situation is that I had to deal with a lot of lifestyle factor changes. For example, I had to cut out sports a lot because anything that would hit my eye would affect my vision dramatically, because so far I already had 2 surgeries in my eye and I'm 25 years old. I was diagnosed at 14 years old with glaucoma, 2 in this eye and 2 in this eye. And I also had cataract surgery. Another lifestyle change you had to do was with your diet. For example, you had to cut down on salt because too much salt can raise your pressure and give you headaches, which also tend to affect your eyes and raise the pressure in your eyes. And another thing is sleep habits. Sleep habits, you'll have to put a pillow behind your head so that your head stays elevated, and it also helps relieve the pressure and the liquids going down to your body instead of your eyes. Another most important thing that some people tend to not really think about is the mental health aspect, and that is really the depression that you go through. For me, I was going through a lot of mental health and depression because I started to lose 70% vision in this eye and only had 30% in this eye. I have 70% vision and 30%. Because of that, whenever I close my eyes or just close one eye at a time, it really makes me sad to think about my future because I am 25 years old. And some of you who are having glaucoma at a young age, you may tend to get this feeling where, how will my future be? Will I be able to see in the future when I get old? How will my life be affected? I also get this thought too because I currently live with my parents and those are the only people I rely on. I also get scared of the future lifestyles in this economy in the US, of how my things in life will be. For right now, my eyes are currently stable. I do 4 different current eye drops. I don't know if you guys know them, but for me, I take brimonidine, Cosop, Latanoprost, and Ropressa, and those are pretty common. The Cosop one is common, and the brimonidine is common. I also do a pill called methazolamide, which is not very common, that most people don't take. But if you do, just comment down below. And so far, I'm doing well. I'm trying to live my life and just be as much happy as I can. I'm also taking depression meds called Lexapro. And if you are taking depression meds and making sure your mental health is alright, just always think positive. Try not to sweat the small stuff because it really isn't good for your eyes as well. The more stress you have, the more your eyes get affected. So that's how my current situation is. And I hope you all are also doing well.